Hi there, welcome to Equestrian Skill Builders. If you'd like to improve your riding and training, win more ribbons at your next horse show, or generally like other horsey related stuff, then you are in the right place. Today we're going to do a position review on some photos that someone sent in. Let's take a look at those photos. This is one of the pictures that they sent in to me. Isn't it a lovely photo? Things I really like about this: excellent turnout. She's got a beautiful helmet on, jacket fits nicely, gloves, love these gloves. These gloves here, really nicely done, nicely turned out. Looks nice, right? Properly dressed. Now, does she have a straight line? Check. Let's take a look. Straight line. Yeah, there's a straight line. Ear, shoulder, hip, heel. So for most disciplines, you are considered to be in balance when you're sitting on your horse and you're sitting straight with a straight line, ear, shoulder, hip, heel. Or if you're in two-pointer jumping position, shoulder, knee, toe. If you're not in balance, then one of those lines is going to be out of whack. Let's keep in mind those two straight lines: ear, shoulder, hip, heel, and shoulder, knee, toe. This means she's in balance, right? Well, there are a few things that we're not too sure about here, is that her heels aren't down. And that's because she's pinching with her knees, right in her thighs and into her knees. Because the rider is pinching with their knees, their weight isn't coming past their knees and down into their heel. And you can see this because their heels aren't down, because she's got the foot correctly placed in the stirrup, but we'd like for the weight to come down into her heels so that the weight is stretching down past her knees and into her foot. If she could take the weight off of her knees, stop gripping with her knees, the weight could come down past those knees and into the stirrup and keep her heels down. And this is what's going to keep you in balance and anchored on the horse. Keeping the heels down is important because that really is what anchors you into the saddle. It's not gripping with your knees that's going to keep you in the saddle. It's keeping the weight down into your heels that's going to keep you in the saddle. This video is sponsored by Equestrian Skill Builders. You can find me on YouTube and Facebook. The link is in the description. If you'd like to have some more information, send me an email, thistleridge@hotmail.com. And if you're really serious about your riding and like to have your own position review done, send me an email, thistleridge@hotmail.com. Having the correct stirrup length is one of the fundamental things you need to do to stay in balance with your horse and make sure that your leg is in the correct riding position. The top of your stirrup tread should reach the bottom of your ankle bone when your foot and your leg is hanging naturally while you're sitting in the saddle. The top of your stirrup tread should hit the top of your ankle bone. These stirrups for flat look like they're a little bit short. Consider the correct stirrup length when you are starting your balanced riding position. Okay, let's take a look at some over fences. Generally, at first glance, what do you think about this position? Not bad, huh? One of the first things I noticed when I looked at this picture, one is that the reins are looped, and I really like that. But the thing that really stood out to me was this horse looks like he's in a little bit of distress. His ears are kind of at the side. He's a little bit concerned. And look at how his upper lip, how long it is. It looks to me like he's concerned that he's going to get caught in the mouth by a rider. Maybe this is a school horse. He's used to a lot of different people riding him, so he's not he's a bit concerned about what's happening. Looks like he's a bit concerned. Maybe not with this rider because she's got a lovely release and staying with the horse, but maybe he's been caught in the mouth a few times. Let's talk about what's going right for this rider. Love the release, the reins are looped, there's no interference whatsoever with the horse, and really like the way this rider is looking up and looking forward. Beautiful. Now let's talk about some of the things this rider can improve. So looking at this, what we saw on the flat is going to come and be even more accentuated over fences. For example, pinching with the knee. You can see this rider's pinching with their knee. And what as a result of pinching with your knee, the lower leg is swinging back. And you can see this, that the lower leg is swinging back. And because of that, the rider's body is going forward. I've put the green arrow here to show you where I think the rider's legs should be. And if her seat was a little closer to the saddle with her shoulders up a bit more, she'd probably Keep her heels down and forward, closer to the girth of the horse. Now, what can this rider do about these things? Easy peasy. If you improve your flat, that's going to improve your over fences work. Let's start with doing exercises on the flat before we take them and put them over jumps. Easiest exercise that you can do is ride in your 2-point, ride in your 2-point over poles, and also ride in your 2-point over small jumps and 2-point at the walk and the trot to help establish that balance without gripping with your knees or holding on to the horse, the withers, or the front of the saddle. Practice your 2-point. Practice your 2-point at the trot. And here's a really good exercise that you don't need any poles or anything with, is to practice your 2-point. Start in the walk, keep your 2-point, go up into the trot. Of course, you can always ride without stirrups. And this is another really good exercise to help improve your balance and feel of the horse. If you'd like to have your own position review done, please send me an email, thistleridge@hotmail.com. Thanks now. Bye. To help get this video seen by people, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.